Émilie de Vialar, also known as Émilie de Vialar, was a French nun who lived from 1797 to 1856. She is venerated as a saint by the Catholic Church. Émilie was born in Gaillec, France, on September 12, 1797, to Jacques and Antoinette Cordel de Vialar. Her father was a doctor, and she was the oldest of 3 children. Émilie's birth occurred 3 years after the Reign of Terror, during which the French Revolution saw significant political and social upheaval. Despite the challenging circumstances of the time, Émilie was baptized in secret and received an education from her mother, who taught her how to read. When she was 13 years old, Émilie went to the Abbaye of Bois Ladies' College in Paris, accompanied by her mother. Unfortunately, her mother became ill during the journey and passed away on September 17, 1810, at the age of 35. After her mother's death, Émilie returned to Gaillec to live with her father and 2 younger brothers. Throughout her life, Émilie had a strong desire to help the poor, the elderly, and the destitute. She would invite them into her house, which caused tension within her family due to the increased demands on their resources. Other young women began to join Émilie in her efforts to assist those in need. In 1832, Émilie inherited a sum of money from her maternal grandfather, which she used to purchase a house for herself and her companions. Inspired by a passage from the Gospel of Matthew 1:20, in which an angel reassures Joseph not to be afraid to take Mary as his bride, Émilie and 3 other women established the Congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph of the Apparition on Christmas. With the support of the Bishop of Albi, François-Marie de Gouly, Émilie embarked on her mission to serve the community. Émilie's brother, Agostino, lived in French Algeria and suggested the idea of opening a hospital in Bouffaric, near Algiers. Émilie and her companions arrived during a cholera outbreak and used the inheritance money to establish hospitals and schools. In 1835, Émilie and 17 other sisters received formal approval for the rules of their congregation. However, in 1843, the Bishop of Algiers ordered all the nuns to return to France. Undeterred by the setback, Émilie left France to establish schools and hospitals in Cyprus, Tripoli, and Beirut. During her travels, Émilie faced numerous challenges and adversities. In 1845, while traveling from Tunisia to Algeria, the ship she was on encountered a severe storm that lasted for 9 days. Émilie made a vow that if they reached land safely, she would open a house dedicated to St. Paul. The ship eventually landed in Malta, where Émilie fulfilled her vow by opening one of the first Catholic schools for young ladies. In the meantime, back in Gaillec, the local superior, deceived by a dishonest businessman, accumulated significant debts. This led her to abandon the congregation and sue for the return of her dowry. Émilie faced slander and creditors, which forced her to leave her hometown. In 1852, Émilie found support and hope in Marseille through the benevolent acceptance of Eugène de Mazenod, the founder of the Missionary Oblates of Mary Immaculate. Émilie de Vialar passed away in Marseille on August 24, 1856. Those who had experienced her kindness referred to her as, "The saint is dead." She was declared a saint on June 24, 1951. In the general Roman calendar, her feast day is celebrated on August 24, while the Sisters of St. Joseph of the Apparition